Oh boy, I sure was ready to hate this game. So I started playing Battlefield games back in Battlefield 2, around that time. And I loved how it was a break from the then arcade shooter. And so I grew with the series for years. Yes, I played a lot of COD, but man, Battlefield, that's where it was at. But over time, something changed, and Battlefield became the big cartoony arcade shooter that I never wanted it to become. I think the last Battlefield I touched was Battlefield 4, and that was only briefly. And I know that's a very popular game with Battlefield fans. Now, looking at the new Battlefield 6 trailers, it's kind of brought my fire back for this series. And it looks super arcadey. I mean, you're running around like Jackie Chan, doing some John Wick moves, you're shooting, everything's blowing up. I mean, it looks absolutely insane. But for someone who now prefers slower paced gameplay, games like Squad, recently Arma Reforger, even Foxhole, games that add the whole logistics element to the game with a heavy emphasis on teamwork. I've been playing a lot of those, so this looks refreshing. Do you guys remember BattleBit? I played a little bit of that, and it was really fun, but man, I just did not like the speed of the game. It felt like everything was going way too fast at all times. And yes, this game does look like that too. Like you're doing karate moves, jumping around, moving in a way that no human naturally can. But it looks fun. It looks like their vision has kind of changed over the years, going from putting you just in a big battle with teammates and working together as a team to accomplish a goal, to where now the goal is to make the player feel like they are the main character in a war movie at the most epic part, but just doing that 24/7. Now, what had me a little skeptical was stuff like seeing an RPG hit a wall and then the whole building come crumbling down. I really do hope that the destruction isn't so over the top, because they have such a cool system here. I love destruction in games, but I want it to make sense. I remember seeing the Levolution stuff for Battlefield 4, I believe it was, and just being absolutely blown away seeing a skyscraper fall the first time. But the thing is I think you can go a little too far with it. It's not that I don't want all of these things to be destructible, it's just I want them to take a little bit of time before they become destructible. I just want the destruction to make sense. That way it's not some in-your-face obnoxious feature, and instead something that blends perfectly into the game. So if you're like me and you like Squad and Arma and all that other kind of stuff, yes, there's like a million things popping up on the HUD, there's hit markers and pre-order skins, but it does look like Battlefield is getting back to its roots just a little bit, because we know the previous release kind of pushed itself a little too far into cartoony land. So that's why we're seeing this hype. The hype is real. Also, there's a massive marketing push from what I've been seeing. Like there's a whole 4-hour gameplay thing you can watch with commentary. I mean, the commentary is a little ridiculous and it's very like, oh, hey, this game's amazing. Haha, why don't you just shoot the guy with an RPG? Ha ha ha. I don't know. To me, these people feel like they're kind of out of touch with these kinds of games, but maybe they're not. I don't know. What I'm trying to really say is I know a lot of us who play more of the tactical, more grounded, laid back, more realistic style of games. This is the kind of game that we would be prepared to hate and knock on. But after seeing some of this gameplay in the marketing promos and the trailers, I have some hope. I think that this could potentially be something really fun. But remember, this is just marketing. We haven't gotten our hands on the game yet. We have seen gameplay, but we have not touched it yet. So it looks like there's going to be an open beta this weekend. So I guess we'll find out then. But anyways, are you excited about Battlefield 6? And if not, why? So if you're excited, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I have not touched these games in years. Do you have any recommendations for me for maybe a faster paced shooter than say Squad or Arma? That's still fun, because I feel like the problem with these games is it's just throwing so much at you at all times. That peak adrenaline state that you're constantly in, it becomes meaningless and it's not that fun. You get kind of burnt out. You get desensitized to it. That's why I like Squad, is there's a lot of downtime and then bam, you're in the action. It's that contrast that really makes those insane moments feel nuts. So anyways, I digress. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Recommend me a game if you got one. Oh, and if you are interested in slower paced shooters and stuff like that, that's kind of what I've been covering on this channel. So if you've been on the fence about a game like, say, Ready or Not, don't worry, I got some videos right here for you to check out. Anyways, have a great rest of your day, month, week, year, whatever. Peace.